talk to you for a bit because today's a pretty exciting day. Today is the day that we are getting our goats or Rylaw. So I just want to take a second to say welcome back to Grace.Filled Homestead, Grace.Filled Gardens. I'm so excited that you're here with me for another video. Most of you know already that we lost our goat Cupcake, and we've all been really sad about it, especially her sister Ladybug. So we decided to do something special for her and get her a special something of her own. So we were taking a look at all the goats that were available, and here we have our goat, Sir Rylaw, and he is everything I thought he'd be and then some. So super excited about this treasure. And so here we are just trying to get him out, and we thought it would be hard, but the next thing I knew, he just went boop and just jumped right down. And I just thought I'd bring you along for that, to see him, to meet him, as we do some chores, cleaning out some areas, just getting the place cleaned up.
Okay, didn't know I was gonna be running today.
Here. Hello. Right here.
They do look like they're friendly.
They look happy.
Can I just pause the video to say how beautiful they look together?
Eli, can you turn the bulbs on?
And here they are over here by the bunnies and one set of our chickens. I do have links and coupon codes for these Ava-Tuven coops. They have been great for us. And actually I have the bunny coop build coming up next. So stay tuned for those. Friends are back at the greenhouse. You guys know I have planting a lot of things. It's like every day, every other day. Is that a bug on me? Nope, it's not. Sorry. It's like every other day I'm planting something new, and so of course I'm looking to see if it came up like it's going to come up in one day. Most of the time it doesn't, but sometimes it does, and I'm going to just turn you around anyway because I just want to do that. We have a marigold. It's only one, but that's okay. You know, some things bloom early, some things bloom late, so we're just going to see. None of this stuff has sprouted. Over here, over here. I wonder if this tray even has anything in it because I don't see a tag. But over here we have some morning glories, and they are looking good. So I was gonna say I'm gonna now come back in with more seeds, but actually I see there's one still coming up. So that's what I'm saying. They just take more time. I have one single Cosmo, so I'll give it a little more time, then I'll come back and I'll seed some more. And that's what I like to do when I plant something and I don't see it. Give it a little bit more time, still don't see it. I'm coming back to reseed something else in its space. No need of it taking up precious inventory in my space. I got something growing over here. I've got peppermints growing here. You can see, got a lot more than I thought. Look, I've got some plants right here. Got some zinnias over here. Some of these are looking really good. What are these? Cress. Got a few cress going on. The basils are looking good. These are all the ones I literally just planted. That was the most recent, so I know those hadn't done anything. These tomatoes though, look, I have like little tomatoes on almost all of them. They definitely are ready to come out, and they definitely need some water today, but that's okay. I have some cilantro. This cilantro was like, let me live, okay? I'm living my best life, and it's living. And then this whole tray right here is celosia, and I have a nice little bit of that. I've got some melons that are thirsty, so we're gonna go ahead and water those. See a little baby coming out. Hi, little baby. We have some melons. So this is really exciting. Got some melons back there coming up. So things are still coming up. Didn't show you this tray. So things are still coming. These tomatoes looked horrible when I split them. They were like 4 or 5 in a cup, and they didn't look good. But I just keep watering them. Gave them a little bit of fertilizer, and you can see like they are looking so good. In fact, I am actually gonna take this brown part off, and yeah, it actually looks It just looks better. Now look at that. So these are white nights and black nights. So they're looking better, a lot better now. They all look like this actually. All of them look like this. So actually with less green. So even these have more green than they had before. So I'm super excited about that. And these were just looking good already. So I think that is basically the end of what we have down here. How's our lemongrass? It's another berry. The lemongrass is doing okay. So those things are all doing good. It's just moist. And oh, our spinach doesn't look as good. I wonder what's going on there. Maybe it needs more light, so we'll give the spinach more light. So I just came over here to check where I just kind of like had all the fruit trees planted. Well, they're not planted. That's why they're here. And I think everything's still looking about the same. I think. However, I do think that the one that wasn't looking the best up top, the bottom, is really flourishing. And the same thing here. This one has like one stalk of brown. I might just cut that. And look at that green at the bottom. I mean, that green is very, very lush down there. So I may have just tasted one of these mulberries, and yeah, I was pleasantly pleased. These were some clearance creeping jennies that I bought. I feel like the first two you can tell you still can kind of tell they were clearance. I feel like the bottom ones you definitely can't. But listen, can we take a minute? Let me sit on my bench because oh, this is gorgeous. Do y'all see that? I am loving that. Oh my goodness. Wow, that allium. I never grew allium before, so I don't know if I was expecting it to get so beautiful, but it is doing its thing right here beside the lavender. And the hyssops are right behind it, one there and one there. I'm loving that. Let me take a picture. You don't get one side without the other, but this side's not doing as good. The hyssop's doing good. The lavender looks good over here. This allium is not as big. And this has less sun. But the one over there, look at that one. That is a big boy. We talk about the lantana. Didn't it bounce back? Like, it totally bounced back. I'm loving this. Now, the other side didn't bounce back quite as fast because the other side is more sun. This is more shaded. The lantana looks good, though. I'm super excited about that. Now, how did I get roses all the way over here? I think we need to come and pick this up. I don't really like the way these spent roses look, just lying on the ground. So I think I'm just gonna pick all those up and get them in a pile. I went on the hike with the kids, and so I thought that I would just add this little footage in here. It's not really gardens, it's not really homestead, but it's nature. And most of us have a love and a passion and a concern typically overall for nature, and so I thought that I would just include a few clips of our walk, and then I have so much more to show you. So make sure that you keep watching. If you haven't already, make sure you leave me a heart. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe so that you can continue to follow the journey and see all the things that are in store, all the things that are yet to come. So I'm about to finally tackle these pots. I thought that I would bring you guys along since I had been saying I was going to do them for a while. I wasn't exactly sure actually what I wanted to put in there. And I think that I'm going to put super petunias, a wave pink petunia, and some marigolds. And I think I will add maybe a herb and or I'll add some celosia. I want to take this time just to encourage your heart. I want you to be mindful and be attentive that you don't go by what you see, because what you see is not always what it is. So I want you to dig a little deeper, and I want you to have faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. You know, we might not see what's growing and what's happening underground, but we know that the roots are happening. We know that if it's a root vegetable, that the roots are forming, that things are coming there. And sometimes what looks like it's small at the top might have a big bottom. And sometimes what looks like it has a small bottom may have a big top. And sometimes you might feel like you're losing, or that you're not where you want to be, or you're not doing what you want to be doing. You don't have what you want to have. But let me tell you, you're growing. You're here. You're living. You made it. another day, another month, another year, another 10 years. You have something to be thankful for.
He's gonna help eat the
regardless
grass
of your life
now.
and regardless of what's going on.
I need to pit him right there to eat some of that grass. Excuse me, Mom.
So I'm just showing you what things are looking like. Totally not ready yet, but we're shaping it up. We're whipping it into shape. In this video, you'll see that I am cutting the grass. And I think that sometimes that's what we have to do, is take a moment to cut the grass in our lives. Not in a physical sense, but in a mental sense, in a spiritual sense. What things are growing tall in your life? What weeds are growing that should not be there? What weeds are hindering your growth? What weeds are hindering your beliefs? What things are there that just should not be? What things are hindering you from your destiny, from your future, from being where you need to be, from being who you were meant to be? And that is what we have to tackle. And you can wish it go away. I could wish this area be clean, but you see what I'm having to do? I'm having to literally do the work, do the physical work, do the manual work. Some of these moves, like moves, right? But sometimes getting in between those beds and moving and maneuvering with this lawnmower is not so easy. It was heavy. There were a couple times I had to restart the lawnmower because it got clogged up. And that's the thing with our lives. Sometimes we get clogged up with all the gunk of the life. You know, the life that tells us be more, do more, buy more, have more, be skinnier, be bigger, have more this, have more that. It's just continually telling us who we should be, what we should be doing, and not celebrating who we are, and not encouraging us to rest, but encouraging us to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And it's exhausting. And it's overwhelming people, it's stressing people, and it's depressing people. And so I think that we should really be careful and we should really be cautious. So maybe as you go along your day, you can ask yourself, is there anything in my life that needs to be removed, that needs to be cut, that needs to be pulled up, that's in the wrong space, that's not getting what it needs? Am I being neglected? Are my needs being neglected? Does the way I feel seem like it's being ignored? These are questions you can ask yourself, and you can do that inner work. And not everybody will like that type of style. But I always say, chew the fish, spit out the bones. But we all have something in our life that we can do different. And the change begins with us. So what I was showing you is that we moved the chickens that were in the Chicken Coop. They are the oldest eggs that we hatched and incubated. Those are the ones from the Naked Gardeners. We went ahead and moved them from the Chicken Coop over into the big coop because we're keeping them. Okay, I have some eggs about to go into the incubator. I have some more eggs in this incubator too. Since this was the end of the week, I just wanted to come back and just share really quickly that, look, this is why we don't give up on stuff. This is why we don't give up on people. And I mean, they all have really just completely, you know, bounced back. Well, they didn't bounce back, but anyway. My melons still probably need more love than what they're getting, but we're working on it. We got some celosia still. Our calendula's not doing anything, so I think I'm gonna have to just use that tray for something else. I see a few laventuras that are popping up, so that's really exciting. I see a few nagellas that are popping up. This is a weed, so let's take care of that. We do have a few of these that are popping up. Oh, our borage is looking really good. A picture. Oh, we have our sage. I have more sage than I thought, actually, so that's good. And how are we looking down here? How's our lemongrass? Our lemongrass is looking good. Our thyme is looking good. So we're sitting pretty down here too. Let's see about these. Oh, yes. Okay. Those are looking really, really sweet. So excited about my zinnias. And some of these, not so good, but that's okay. Do we have any beans yet? No. Oh my goodness. Stop playing. Oh, wait. Maybe those weren't beans. Yeah, those were beans. But I do have some here. So that's hope. Oh, I'm so excited. Where did this go to? Oh boy. Oh, this thing must have been right here. So these peppers haven't come yet. But these beans are here. And I see some corn. Oh, yes. We have a weed here. So we want to deal with this immediately. Like, we're not even walking into the season like that. And we do have some baby tomatoes. We have some more tomatoes here. And we have some even bigger ones here. My, hey, stop, Lonnie. My kale is looking good. These are looking good. Got some more stuff over here. And this is all looking good too. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. So we have our peppers that we're waiting on to come up, and we're waiting for our beans. I don't know. I wonder if they're just too dry up here. So let me move these beans down. They're here to go in my secret garden. Cosmos and Helichrysum haven't done much, honestly, but the morning glories are really doing amazing. And actually, most of what I planted came up, so that's good. Almost every day I'm starting a tray of more seeds. So this is 4 different seeds. And then I just brought all of my zinnias in here, and all the ones that had an empty spot, I just planted a new zinnia. Like, I'm not waiting. I can clearly see at this point they're probably not popping up. You know, and this is not enough for what I need. So I'm just gonna put a few more seeds in here. I know I can direct sow, but I just prefer this so that I can see them. It just works for me. So there we go. We still have a few things that we have to do. We're not totally done yet. We are just about done preparing to plant all the things up that are already a decent size. And then once I have room, all that stuff's gone, then I can just quickly sew up a few other things and plant a few other goodies. But for now, this is kind of where we stand. This is where we are. Thank you so much for just following the journey, for being so supportive, so kind. I do have a few links and ways you can contact me, and my P.O. box and all that listed below. As well as, if you're not following me already, I am over on Instagram at Grace.Filled Gardens over there. So that's a really cool place to find me. I hang out there sometimes. I try not to hang out there much so that I can focus on the kids and the house and all the many things that I have to do. But I just wanted to share that as well. I don't share that in my videos typically, and that's probably something I should be sharing. Along those same lines, I do have a Etsy shop. I do have a website. My Etsy shop, I sell soaps and bath bombs and candles and all types of things. I am narrowing it down, selling off what I have, so that I'll only have 3 items in my shop until fall. And then when fall comes, for fall and winter, I'll vamp it back up and I'll have the full line of products. But trying to can, preserve, do all the things, and bake everything. I'm just one person, so I don't want to overwhelm myself. But thank you for all your love, your support, your prayers, your understanding. I'll be back with another video soon. I always say all things bloom with His grace, because His grace is sufficient for us. So until the next video, blessings.